What's up, Larry? It's Devin again. Thank you so much for speaking to me on the phone earlier, and thank you for watching this video. I'm just going to show you 3 things I found on your website you can fix super easily so you can start beating Windows Source of San Antonio, because if you type in window replacement San Antonio, they're the first homepage that shows up, and you know a lot of business comes with that. These are some back pages, and you know Window World and Champion, those are national companies. I want to show you how to beat the local guys. So, you're probably wondering why I would even make this video for you. Super simple. I found out a little while ago there's a lot of small business owners out there that are so busy running their business, taking care of their customers, completing their jobs. They just don't have the time to learn how to make the internet bring them more jobs. And the only thing stopping them from hiring somebody to help them is they don't know who is an expert and who's not. So, what I started doing was creating these attack plans and just giving them away for free. Some people take this information, they do it themselves, and they make a ton of money, and that's awesome. Some people say, hey, I'm a little too busy, but I like you, Devin, and I want this to get done for me. So can you do it for me? Whatever you want to do with this information is totally okay with me. I only ask you send me some feedback after watching this video. It would really help me out. So the 3 things I'm going to talk to you about today are content, backlinks, and citations. I want to first off start by saying I love your website. I think your website is super, super clean. It looks like you definitely paid someone to do this for you. If you did it yourself, fantastic job, because most people are not great window installers as well as being great web developers, and this design is slick. I love how you have these diamonds pointing in. Obviously, it's reminiscent of Windows. Really cool logo too, first place. It's like it really puts that picture in your eye. And then just the whole design looks amazing. Having the reviews right here. From a design point of view, you absolutely killed it with this business. Now, unfortunately, Google doesn't really care all that much about design. It's more for the customers. What Google cares about when it comes to ranking your website is content. That's one of the things. So content is everything you can read on your website as well as whatever your images are saved as. So like if I click on save image, you did a great job here. Home Windows New Braunfels TX, that's really good. If you're trying to go for that keyword, all right? So the average website on the front page of Google has right about 1,500 words. So that's kind of what you want to be starting at. So if I select all your content, I copy it, and I go paste it into a word counter, it says you currently have 711. While if I go to the Windows source and I paste theirs in, you can see they have 712. That's funny. They literally have one other word more than you, and being frank, that's probably not exactly what's making them beat you. I'll show you why they're beating you in a second. But I will say, it gives you a good opportunity to blow them out of the water, because if you get yourself to that 1,500 word mark, you're going to have over double the amount of words they have, and that's going to show Google that you are the authority in the Windows space in San Antonio. But one other thing too is you want to have keywords inside of your content. Keywords are just phrases people commonly type into Google, such as window replacement San Antonio. So if I copy this, I press Control F to bring up the Finder, and I paste it in here, you can see you don't have that on your page at all. So what I would do is I would put, as you're writing the extra words to get yourself up to 1,500 words, I'd fit that in there a couple times, like, we provide the window replacement San Antonio residents can rely on, or something like that, just to make it fit in nicely. And also you can change the names of your images towards that, like San Antonio, San Antonio, San Antonio. That's if you're trying to go for those. If you're trying to go for New Braunfels and these other smaller places, that's totally okay too. But that's my first tip for you, getting that 1,500 words and putting some keywords inside of your content. My next tip for you is called backlinks. A backlink is when another website links to you, driving traffic to you. And this is really important because Google's kind of like a popularity contest, and they want to see a bunch of trustworthy websites linking to your website. Keep in mind though, they want to see trustworthy, relevant websites. Not all backlinks are created equal, which means you're going to get a lot more power if you have other window companies or other construction companies linking to you versus if you had like Pizza Hut linking to you. Google knows you're not a pizza company. So the tool that I use to check out backlinks is called Ahrefs. It is a paid tool. You don't have to use it. There's plenty of free tools out there. Just look up backlink checker. You could find it. But it says you currently have 239 websites linking to you, while Windows Source only has 80. This is what I was talking about, where not all backlinks are created equal. The ones that are more relevant, more powerful, are better, because you have 239 with only 68 traffic that they're estimating from organic, while they only have 80, but they have almost 11 times the amount of traffic you do. So, or more actually, almost 15 times. So this may seem like, well, how the heck do I find out what the right links are? They already did the work for you. If Google thinks that these links are good enough to rank them, then they're good enough to rank you too. So what I would do is I would go to the back end here. I'd look at all these different websites that are linking to Windows Source of USA, and I'd copy those exact same websites and get them linking back to yourself. It's really easy to do. Sometimes you just have to go onto the site and you have to create a new page. Sometimes, like these San Antonio Spring Home Show, maybe you have to sign up for the home show. Same with this one. Some of them you have to maybe reach out to the blog and say, hey, can you put a link on this website back to mine? And they may charge you. But whatever these guys had to do, if you follow them and do the exact same thing they do, plus you beat them in content, that's enough to get you ranking up here top organically and beating them. And actually, it might be enough to get you beating these two guys as well, simply because you're going to have such a massive amount of links. You're going to bring yourself up to about 320. So that's my second tip. My last tip is to get here into the map pack. If you're like me, this is the first place I go when I find a new business. It shows your reviews, it shows how long you've been in business. It just seems a lot more trustworthy. Getting here requires having more citations than your competitors. A citation is when you list your name, your address, and your phone number inside of a directory. And if you're wondering what a directory is, it's just a website that allows you to list your business's information, such as like Yelp, Yext, Yellow Pages, White Pages, Facebook, Angie's List, Home Advisor. These are all very common directories. What I would do if I were in your shoes is I'd figure out what directories Window World was in. I'd put myself in those exact same directories, and then I'd add a bunch more on top. So like if they were in 150 directories, I'd be in like 300 directories. That's all I've got for you. I hope you found this really informative, Larry. I tried to keep it short and to the point. As a super quick recap, you want 1,500 words of content on this front page with keywords inside of it. You want to take the links that are linking to Windows Source of SA and get them linking back to yourself, and then put your name, address, and phone number in more directories than WindoWorld TX. If you follow these 3 tips, this is how you become #1 across the entire front page of Google. You're probably wondering, what do I do now? You've got 2 options. #1, you take this information, you do it yourself, and I hope you get that done as soon as possible, because it does take time to rank, and the sooner you get to the top, the sooner you start growing your business the way you want to. If you say, hey, I want this done, I just don't have the time to, feel free to give me a call. I'd be happy to go over your goals and see what I can do to help you out. My phone number is 972-309-9939. Either way, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to watch this video. I look forward to hearing your feedback, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you, Larry. Bye.